Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you people doing here? Back again with another video here. So the Patriots season is over. We got the crap kicked out of us by the Buffalo Bills, 47-17. I mean, I have no idea what I'm supposed to say in this video here. Like, literally, Buffalo, they kicked the crap out of us. No excuses today. Buffalo just completely demolished us. They completely steamrolled our pathetic defense. And we made a Josh Allen look like Patrick Mahomes out there today. I mean, literally, he looked like Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, which is the way how really bad this Patriots defense has played tonight, because the ultimate key downfall here in this game, I feel like, was just our pathetic performance on defense and our offense, once again, in typical Patriots fashion, not being able to score jack in the first and the second half. And it wasn't until the third quarter when, we kicked a field goal right before halftime. But besides that, our offense in typical, Patriots fashion, not being able to score any touchdowns until late in the third quarter. That's when we actually were able to put up oh man, I'm stuttering right now because I'm kind of pissed off. But as I was saying, that's when we were able to put up a touchdown on the board. And our offense today, offense was trash, defense was trash. I mean, everything about this performance by the Patriots today, offense and defense, was just absolutely pitiful. And I'm also going to describe what I think Bill Belichick needs to do in the offseason. But going back to the main game here, I mean, literally the Buffalo Bills, dude, we just could not stop their speedy offense today. Like, literally, the Bills' fast-paced offense just absolutely killed us. Like, no excuses. Josh Allen, he had a career day today just picking apart the Patriots' defense. I mean, literally, he had all day to throw. It looked like we couldn't get any pressure on him. And it also looked like that our defensive line, where the heck was our front seven today, just completely got manhandled by the Bills' offensive line. And that was not what I expected. I didn't expect us to get blown out like that against Buffalo on the road. And this game was pretty cold from what I've heard. But I mean, really just trying to process this loss right now, because this loss kind of sucks. I didn't expect us to make the playoffs this year. We had a pretty great season throughout the second half of the season, when our defense just went on a complete dominant run throughout 8 games. But after our 14-10 victory over Buffalo in the season this year, it seemed like that our defense completely went to crap, because literally we, in the last 5 games of the season, gave up a total of almost 100 offensive points. So that is just absolutely unacceptable. And it really just goes to show you, man, that Bill Belichick, he needs to get his head from his behind and give Mac Jones some actual receivers. Because, I mean, our receiving corps freaking sucks. Okay, we have no good receivers on the team. Our tight ends suck. And we really need to get Mac Jones some weapons to throw the ball to, okay? Get a receiver that can stretch the freaking field. And, of course, Jacoby Myers, he dropped a pass today in the end zone. So, Mac Jones, he had a pretty awful first and second half. But, I mean, can you really – yes, that interception, I don't know where the heck Mac Jones was throwing that ball right there. But second interception was not his fault. It's just these receivers that can't catch the goddamn ball. And it's like, our receivers need to learn how to catch the freaking football, dude. Holy crap. But, I'm not going to pin the loss on Mac Jones, because what are you expecting Mac Jones to do when he has no receivers, no reliable weapons or receivers to throw the ball to? I mean, literally, Tom Brady is not on the team anymore. So the thing that Bill Belichick needs to realize is that if you give Mac Jones some actual receivers and tight ends that can actually, stretch the field, be an opposing threat to opposing secondaries, then maybe we can make another Super Bowl run with Mac Jones, okay? Because I think that we're definitely going to be back in the Super Bowl sooner or later. I don't think our empire has completely declined. Well, in a way, it did decline because we lost Tom Brady, but I mean, we had a good run 20 years, so I expected this to happen. All good things unfortunately come to an end. But I still think that our Super Bowl window is not completely closed, because as long as we got Bill Belichick, I still believe our Super Bowl window will be open. But I'm just hoping that in the offseason, Bill Belichick, makes some nice free agent signings. And I'm hoping that in the draft, and most importantly, speaking of the draft, Bill Belichick, in the first round, if I'm Bill Belichick, I'm going after either a receiver or a defensive lineman. That's what I would go after in the first round. Particularly, I would prefer a receiver, because we need to start investing in the offense just so that we can build our offense around Mac Jones, okay? Because imagine how good Mac Jones would have done if he actually had some receivers and tight ends to throw the ball to. Like, I think we could have maybe won this game, but It just goes to show you that that if you're going to give Mac Jones not any actual deep threat receivers, then what are you expecting him to do? Like, it's not his fault that, some of the receivers couldn't catch the goddamn football today, or the ones that couldn't run, solid routes. Because I watched this game and I noticed that our offensive line, dude, was just completely atrocious too. Offensive line today couldn't block for jack. Our running game was pretty damn ineffective today. And, but the main culprit today is our pathetic defensive performance. Like, our defense just completely collapsed in this game. Like, literally, Josh Allen had all the time in the world just picking apart our defense. So, I'm going to tip my hat off to the Buffalo Bills. No excuses. They kicked our butts today. And I'm hoping that Bill Belichick from this loss learned something that it would be very useful if he can draft a receiver that can actually, run routes and catch the damn football. A receiver that can be an actual threat to opposing safeties and corners, because let's be honest, N'Keal Harry, I hope we trade him in this season. I'm just hoping that, we either release or trade him, because N'Keal Harry, as far as I'm concerned, he's unfortunately not lived up to expectations in New England. And unfortunately, it looks like that N'Keal Harry is a draft bust. There's no other way to say it. N'Keal Harry is a bust. So I'm just hoping Bill Belichick does the right thing and gets an actually good top prospect receiver in the draft. If he has to trade up, then hey, I'm all for Bill Belichick, trading up to get a receiver, because Mac Jones today, man, he really needs a freaking receiver and a tight end badly. Like, we need freaking receivers and tight ends and give him some reliable weapons. Not these current receivers on the field, because we have no good receivers at all. All our receivers practically are just average at best, okay? Our receivers just are not that good. Especially our tight ends. Our tight ends are not that good either. And we signed that tight end from the Titans, but so far he hasn't really lived up to expectations in New England either. The only good tight end that I think we have maybe is Hunter Henry, but that's about it. Hunter Henry is probably the only reliable weapon we have on the team, because I just think that, if Bill Belichick does the right thing, gets Mac Jones an actual receiver, then maybe next year we can maybe Mac Jones can put up better numbers next year. But Mac Jones, you can't blame this on him, because he's only a rookie. So you just gotta learn to trust the process with him, and just hope that we can build around him. Just build our offense around him, and just reinvest in some receivers, and most importantly, fix the defense, because the only thing that Bill Belichick got right in this offseason, the only two things I feel like he got right was signing Hunter Henry from the Chargers and signing Matt Judon from the Baltimore Ravens. Those are the only two good signings that I think Bill Belichick has had this offseason. So that's pretty much the video here. Who do I think is going to win the Super Bowl? If I'm being honest, I can imagine that Tom Brady and the Bucs are going to go back to the Super Bowl again. So my pick for the Super Bowl is Tom Brady, probably going on another Super Bowl run with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Because as long as the Bucs have Brady, then I think they're going to be in Super Bowl contention. So that's pretty much it here with the video, ladies and gents. Nothing much else to say here. Just a very pathetic performance by the Patriots today. This is the worst loss in Bill Belichick's this is the worst postseason loss in the entire history of Bill Belichick's tenure with the Patriots. I don't think I've ever seen a more crap performance in the postseason from the Patriots than I did tonight. So that's all I have to say. Nothing much else to say. So thank you for watching it. And as always, go Patriots. And Bill, hopefully he does the right thing and goes after a good, solid receiver.